Hello and welcome to the 2019 African Crap of Nations. Today we've got Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland, for those who aren't up to date on the politics, playing Sao Tome and Principe, a small island nation, I think.
Yeah, just off the west coast of Africa.
We've got...
No, it might be a little... it's a small country in the west of Africa. I can't remember whether it's an island or on the mainland. I think it might be on the mainland, actually. Apologies for all Sao Tome Principe fans. Bit of lack of research there.
Yeah, well, we've got... It's another sunny day here in Mauritius. I've got my...
Every day is a sunny day.
Well, the weather forecast says Tuesday's supposed to rain.
And I've got this off the local African market.
Yep, for 50p.
Just like Carl Pilkington.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. So we've got some Group C football. The first games of Group C here for you.
Yeah, indeed. So, thrilling stuff.
Stade George V, the first time we've played here. First time we've been here, this tournament.
Yeah, it's a small island, so travel times are not great. Well, not great as in like large. They're great as in convenience, and it's making for a great tournament, isn't it?
It is, and the weather makes for a great tournament.
It does. It's very tropical and beautiful, and a bit of a sea breeze, and get out to the beach, can you, on our limited free time.
Plenty of beaching in the evening.
See the two teams there. Well, in the spirit of this tournament, I don't think either of these teams has ever been to the AFCrON Cup of Nations, so this is a big deal for them to be in a tournament.
Wundanelco playing on the right wing today. Steenkamp up front.
Yes. Looking good there. Can he be a wonder then?
Well, we'll see. Luis Leal, a massive player here for Sao Tome and Principe.
He plays in the Argentine league, so a bit of a weird situation, that isn't playing in the Argentine.
Ivanaldo, right back as well, is quite a large name amongst the fans of the Sao Tome and Principe.
You know, a bit like Cape Verde. They've got the Portuguese influence.
So before we start, as per usual, I would like a prediction from you.
I have no idea. I think a draw, maybe. It's two even teams, isn't it, really?
You think a draw? I'm going to go Sao Tome and Principe. Okay. I think Luis Leal might even top the goal scorers table by the end of the day.
Yes, he's a very... Well, yeah, he plays, as I say, plays in the Argentine league for Lionel Messi's former team.
You'll notice that Eswatini's three-letter abbreviation is SWIZ. Has not been updated by FIFA. When was the name changed? Was it 2018?
It was 2018. I think it was almost a year ago. It was changed by the absolute ruler there, who I think is a king, and he decided that he would like to call the country Eswatini.
A little bit of that
to bring it into the modern age. It sounds like some sort of electronic software, doesn't it, Eswatini?
If you say so.
Well, email. Here we go anyway. Oh well. Adney and Evans. Cheaply giving away to Steenkamp.
Badenhorst, the German fella. Oh, a nice step over there by Steenkamp.
In South Africa, there's a big Dutch influence among these players. Colonised
by the Dutch, presumably? At some point.
They thought they would have been maybe part of the South African Free State at some point. I'm not sure. A bit of a history lesson. You may have to consult your local library on that one, or Wikipedia. We got in there, and it was instantly given away. Unlovable.
That pass wasn't great, was it? Question his decision making there. I mean, you can't really question the decision-making of a Sao Tome and Principe footballer. His whole life's really been a mistake, hasn't it?
In terms of what?
Should have been a fisherman. Probably pays more out there.
I imagine Luis Leal, who's playing up front, playing in the Argentine league, will be earning a considerable amount of money in comparison to his fisherman counterparts, or compatriots, as we would like to say. Here's Suarez.
So here is Wundanelco. Oops, there we go again with that.
Josefio Suarez, who I do remember from a previous tournament that Sao Tome Principe have played in the crack tournaments. They tried to play around there neatly.
No wonder Nelko. He's got very little pace, actually.
Does that matter? It does. Adrian Neves. Farley. Gives it away.
Cleared, but only as far as Sao Tome.
Even Aldo.
What do they call a Sao Tome person? Maybe it is a Tome. Anyway, counter-attack here on by Swaziland. Or Eswatini.
What on earth was that?
Keeper rushed out there and a bit of composure there.
Gemini, the man who plays in the Northern Irish Second Division, I believe.
Plenty of composure there from Steenkamp to
Beautiful from Steenkamp.
just pass it round the
That's
goalkeeper.
disappointing for Sao Tome Principe. I thought they were controlling this fixture, and then they give away the goal.
And the goalkeeper there is sat on the penalty spot. Not going to save it from there, are you?
Very convincing.
He rushed out there and then went, nope, not going to rush out, but too late by then.
Fooled he was.
Steenkamp.
Steenkamp just kind of held the ball up. Very well done.
That's the what's his name? Usain Bolt celebration, isn't it?
Yeah, one of them points there. More of it was like,
Off the upright, the woodwork.
Ugh. There's a chance for Sao Tome Principe to make an instant response.
Yeah, it was a good strike that. Plenty on it, but just off the target. Keeper might have covered it any closer to the goal. But it's still 1-0 here.
I don't think that was a foul. That was a very harsh decision from the referee.
Well, we've seen some lenient refereeing this tournament, so that's a first.
It's merely just getting in front of the ball there. Where's the foul?
Well, I do like to see that the referees here aren't robotic-like. With every decision, there is plenty of changes between each referee in terms of their strictness. Oh, and a good tackle there. Clean tackle.
Really well taken away. Out to the wing.
Why are you mumbling that one as a commentator?
Sorry?
Mumbling as a commentator is not a good...
I wasn't mumbling.
Yes.
I was saying taking out to the wing.
We'll consult the fans on that one.
I apologise if I was mumbling. I just got a bit lost in the commentary.
Oh, good block there.
Get it in.
Last ditch block.
So frustrating for Sao Tome Principe.
Luis Leal. He did hit it. That's what he is known for. Scoring those goals. It was a weird joke, wasn't it?
No, it was. Jose de Silva.
Deep cross in there. And the Swaziland heads get there first. Do they like being called Swaziland or Eswatini heads?
I don't know.
Ooh, very 1-2, 2-touch, 1-touch, 2-touch. As you please. Oh, and the goalkeeper made himself large there.
Great save that was.
That was a great challenge there. Put it back in midfield. And it's caused a counter-attack here by Eswatini. But it is covered well there by Sao Tome.
Right.
Given away again though. They can't get out their own half now.
But they can now. They're given a chance with Pele.
A lot of Spanish, Portuguese sounding names here for the Sao Tome Principe players.
Yeah, very Portuguese influence.
He just got hounded there. Wrapped up by the defenders. And now Luis Leal. With a goal!
Great goal that was. Luis Leal. That was a fantastic finish.
The crowd's going
He
wild.
hammered it. Well, what a great goal that was, I have to say. 1-1.
Oh, and he's hit the deck there during his celebration.
What do you think about that?
Goalkeeper saying, come on there, lads. The defence was shocking, really, in that passage of play, but don't put it past Luis Leal. He did finish it magnificently well. Let's have a look again. That turn there is what created all the space for him.
Spin, uses his pace, bit of an angle, hammers it top corner.
Yep.
Room for the net, should I say.
That's quietened the fans down here a bit.
Yeah, well, who do you think will be most supported team out of these two, Swaziland or...
I think Eswatini might have the larger population.
Sorry,
but
Eswatini, should I say.
Who knows? I'm not that massive on... Oh God, his eyes look awful there. I'm not that big on... You're the one who's more likely to know the population of random countries like that, James.
I would say, well, it's hard to say really. They're both quite relatively small nations. Probably Swaziland would have a bigger population. Swaziland, Eswatini, I do believe did have the lowest life expectancy in the world at one point.
Beautiful.
Maybe 10, 15 years. I don't know if it's still true now. That shot was not really wide.
Yep.
That Steen camp there.
Good cross in there from the Wundenelko on the right wing. Kind of drifted its way through, and the volley just wide. Should he be doing better there on that volley?
Possibly, but I think
volley,
these are the
suppose.
two weakest teams in this group, wouldn't you say?
Anything can happen though. Only a minute left now, or so, given the added time as well, in the half. Here's Wundenelko. He just doesn't have any pace down that right wing.
Really well.
And that's it.
Well, it's been an interesting fixture. Both teams fairly even, I would say.
Yep, evenly crap.
Evenly crap. Would you say evenly crap? You wouldn't say there's not much quality out there?
Not much quality, no, not today. 53% possession to Sao Tome there. Same amount of shots. Very similar statistically there.
Yeah, I should say very even. There's not much to separate these two sides.
So there's not much to separate the two sides as it is 1-1. We've seen 2 goals. We saw Luis Leal.
Luis Leal getting the equaliser. We saw the opener from Steenkamp.
Steenkamp with the opener.
He sort of left the goalkeeper dead. That was a nice move from Steenkamp.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Let's have a look at any signs. Can't see any lucha I saw.
Yeah, I can't see any signs. It's a nice little stadium, this, isn't it? Beautiful.
It is a nice stadium, yeah. I love the
open topness of all stadiums. Do you like that? You don't usually see that over in England.
You don't see that too often in England. There's also McDonald's sponsors. McDonald's is in Mauritius, is it?
It will be, I don't think of...
I know there is no McDonald's in... Is it Iceland there's no McDonald's?
There is no McDonald's in Iceland because it did fail. I think they brought it over in the late 90s and it kind of boomed then. It kind of didn't do very well. I was watching a video by Business Insider about why McDonald's failed in Iceland.
Check it out. Right, we can get changed with the teams here then.
Back underway.
Yep, back underway, yeah. Nye. Going down the right wing now, Nye. Squares one into Luis Leal. Back heel there to Jose da Silva. Jose da Silva finds himself in a little bit of space here.
Oh, horrendous error by the goalkeeper.
It's a goalkeeping error there, but it's a goal for Zar.
Zar score.
Jose da Silva must be, a nickname must be Zar, because
Yes.
Jose da Silva won't fit on his shirt.
Jose da Silva. Well, that's the goalkeeper thinking.
Well,
I will see this
goalkeeper.
again.
The crowd, look at them. There's not many of them, but they're going wild.
Yeah, indeed. Fair play to them.
There's this little back heel from Luis Leal. Cheeky. Yep, goalkeeper really got to be doing better there.
Bizarre. Well, does it take a massive deflection? What does it do that makes the goalkeeper do what he does?
Oh, it does.
It does.
It does take quite a significant deflection there.
I still think he should have done better.
I think a taller goalkeeper would have got there. I think it's just his physicality that has let him down there. What, did that count? Yeah, that must have counted as a Jose de Silva goal rather than a
It was a
own
shot
goal.
on target, so yes it did.
So Sao Tome Principe leading this one.
They are coming from behind.
Here's Luis Leal. Oh, good tackle
Great
there.
tackle,
Sucked the wind out of the sails of Sao Tome Principe there, and now Eswatini on the counter. Good passing play here. Badenhorst couldn't reach that one, but it's fell to him. He's had a shot, and it's fell in.
Oh, it's an equaliser.
Some strange
What a
goals in
mix-up.
this one.
My word, Badenhorst.
Yep, that's his first goal of the day.
Wow. Mistake by the defender there.
Yeah.
What on earth went on there?
The ball kind of just luckily fell to Badenhorst, and then he even nearly missed it as well.
He gambled. And it paid off.
Yeah, that's right, 2-2 there, the scoreline.
Doesn't really particularly help any side, that doesn't. You want to get a win. You'd imagine Congo and
I do like the
Congo
font.
will beat them.
The font on the back of the
Interesting, isn't it?
in the jerseys.
Somewhat reminds me of an old Sevilla font some years ago.
Let's have a look here. The defender gets it.
Oh, it's a mix-up between the two defenders.
Yeah, he gets
and then
tackled by his own defender, and the keeper got a hand on it.
Gambles and gets there 2-2.
Keeper got a hand on it, but not strong enough
Look at this.
to keep it out of the net.
Oh, he almost tackled him. didn't he?
Unfortunate there from the Sao Tome. Christ, the keeper there, saving it with his knee.
Almost saved
Well,
it.
got something on it with his knee, but it didn't keep it out.
And we're level.
Again,
Eswatini.
good game here.
It is entertainment. Not the best quality, but entertainment.
Eswatini now, really on the front foot in the game. And another, almost winning it back there, Steenkamp, but it does run out of play.
Well done to Steenkamp, looking like a boisterous character, isn't he? Out there.
Even Aldo now. Nah. Even Aldo manages to get past that man.
Does.
The goal scorer, Jose de Silva there,
Made
but
a bit of a fool of him, didn't he?
Miseko. Miseko the Badenhorst. Badenhorst twats that one.
Wow, I don't know what he was trying there. I thought it was
Miles away.
Passed back there. Oh, well. Strange.
It must have been a deflection or something there.
Cleared up, I don't know.
King
It's
Shield.
not Jonas Okora, is it?
Swaziland known as
Former
King Shield.
Aston Villa defender.
Who knows, James?
Who knows? Was it Aston Villa? I can't remember. I just recognised the name.
Luis Leal. He's found some space. Another goal for Luis Leal.
Luis Leal gets his second of the day.
So we've got 5 players on 2 goals.
Who can take the lead? Can Luis Leal? You backed him for a hat-trick, didn't you, before
I
the
did,
game?
amazingly.
You made short work of that.
Well, you might make short work of it. Yep. There's the team celebrating. Sao Tome Principe leading this one once again. Turns nicely there, skips past a man.
Well, the defenders just sort of let him skip through there. Amazing, ridiculous defending, really.
Almost a routine training
It's just been on
ground.
show, hasn't it? The ridiculous defending throughout the game. Almost been embarrassing, and that's just embarrassing. How on earth do you just miss the player like that? I have no idea.
Tucked away though.
Cannot make any sense of it. Luis Leal, 2 goals today, 3 goals for Sao Tome and Principe. They lead this football match. Much the frustration of the Eswatini men.
LT McConter. Steenkamp to Badenhorst, who shoots, but that's over the bar.
It is straight over the line. Involved. Well, they don't. But not able to find the finish there.
Always going up that one. Never looked like dipping.
Nope, nobody didn't. Would have been a good finishing rugby.
As you've said previously.
I have, but it's just something you say, isn't it? To highlight how bad of a strike it was.
So this one's heading towards Luis Leal. Couldn't win that one.
Right, just gives the ball away. Poor, I must say.
Ooh, strong challenge there. Another strong challenge.
That was disgusting.
It's like playing with Sanderson.
It is.
Luis Leal on his hat-trick. Saved.
Great save.
It was teed up nicely for him, but he just hit it at the goalkeeper.
Yeah. But the goalkeeper had to get behind that one. Strike was decent.
Jose de Silva crossing this one in. No one gets to that one. Ivanaldo, the right back. Oh, gets challenged. Steenkamp now got a couple of men to beat if he wants to shoot, but he's going to square it. Wundenelko down the right wing. Wundenelko really has been disappointing for me. Certainly not wondrous.
No, not wondrous at all. Far from it. Good challenge there.
Oh, Joel wins that one back with his Mohican. Luis Leal on the hat-trick. Goalkeeper must have tipped that one wide.
I think he did. I think it was a good save. Turned it away. Luis Leal is creating all sorts of problems for the Eswatini back line. Skipping inside.
Yeah,
yes.
Must be a corner coming up.
I think it will be.
It is. Jose de Silva again. That hits the first man. That's not a great corner. What was that there? Was that a shot?
I have no idea. Whatever it was bizarre.
Oh, one of the banners says cure AIDS. Okay. I think Eswatini has the highest AIDS population in the world. Oh!
Well, the referee.
Yeah, referee's given that
has
one.
Done Steenkamp a disservice there. That was just good old-fashioned striking. What on earth is wrong with that? Simply gets in front of the ball. Does not much wrong there. And there's a free kick in the way of Sao Tome Principe.
Yep, Eswatini has the world's highest prevalence rate of HIV/AIDS.
Oh, that is disappointing for that nation.
26% of people aged 15 to 49. That is.
Oh my God.
I mean, quarter of the field here today have AIDS.
As far as they have the physical state to be able to play football at such a high level.
Presumably the football team are screened of
the
AIDS.
Referee gives an offside, which is fair enough. Steenkamp, he just, what on earth? Just couldn't blame himself on side there. Much to his frustration.
Good news. Swaziland has halved the rate of new infections in the last 5 years.
Keep on donating. Keep giving your money.
Keep giving your money to AIDS.
To help fight AIDS. Stop rid the world of a horrible disease.
Don't give your money to AIDS. That would help AIDS, wouldn't it?
Well, if you apparently, according to South Park, AIDS can be cured by
Money.
a number of money. So that's a South Park performance.
Luis Leal again. Luis Leal. It's a goal! And it's his hat-trick.
Oh, well, I have to say, he's the best player on the pitch, isn't he?
Yep. They're loving it.
He just looks quality.
And that's it, topping the Golden Boot at the minute.
Yeah, you backed him for the hat-trick. He's dealt it. He's done it. The man who plays for Newell's Old Boys.
Yeah, he's probably one of the greatest talents we've seen at the crap tournaments.
Well, game later on today, we may see Adebayor in action.
We will. We'll see Adebayor.
That'll be exciting, the next game.
Lovely turn, gets himself in the space. He did exactly the same thing with his first goal. Tucked it away. It's routine for him, isn't it?
He just looks quality. He really does. He looks far away the best player. Take away Luis Leal from this Sao Tome Principe side, I think they look ordinary, if I'm honest with you.
That is a good point you make there, James, yeah. They'd be losing, wouldn't they, without Luis Leal?
They would be. They would be losing 2-1, of course. But, no, I just think the Eswatini back line have had no answers for him.
He is pale.
Collect themselves.
Oh, well, that was a strange pass there in no one.
1 minute remaining.
Badenhorst, what can he do? Find Steenkamp, what can he do? Steenkamp! Just wide.
Not very wide from Steenkamp. Gutting loss, isn't this, for Eswatini? Would you say this is their tournament potentially done, even after one game?
I think there's potential there. I think they've shown...
How do you think?
I think they've shown they could get wins in this.
Could they beat Congo? Well, we will see the quality of Republic of Congo, and we will see the quality of Togo in the next game. But I would hasten to guess it's better than both these sides. We will see then.
Ivanaldo. Nah, back to Ivanaldo. And that's picked up by Maseko, but given straight away.
Gives it away.
And that's one back by... I didn't see his name actually. Mundanelko couldn't get to that one. He's just too slow to get to any of these balls, Mundanelko. I wonder if he's going to be dropped by the Eswatini head coach for the next game. And he's giving the ball away there again. Mundanelko. And he is Mundanelko giving the ball away again. And that's full time here in Mauritius.
It is 4-2 to Sao Tome and Principe. He takes home the match ball.
He does. He looks chuffed about it, doesn't he?
First hat-trick of the tournament.
Let's take a look at the highlights.
Yeah.
Yep.
Steenkamp opens the scoring. Keeps it dead. Fools the goalkeeper.
He does, yep. Tricks the keeper.
He looks struck with himself there.
That celebration's beautiful.
Nice pass there from Badenhorst. They made a good strike partnership, didn't they?
Yeah, they were very good actually. The goalkeeper made a huge error there.
Luis Leal almost equalised. Straight from the off.
He could have had 4, couldn't he, James?
Off the outside of the box. He got off. He got off easily. There's another shot by Luis Leal. One that was deflected wide. Always a constant danger.
He's all over them like a rash today, Luis Leal. Ndlovu, that's a nice name.
Lovely. What an important save that was.
Yeah, good strong right leg on that one.
Oh, good knee. Luis Leal equalises here.
Yep, exactly the same as his last goal. This is his first.
Fantastic finish.
Yeah, hit that with venom. Some force behind it.
Steenkamp with an effort.
Yeah, Steenkamp. That volley there could have been brilliant, but just wasn't.
Yeah, there's a goal. They just were all over the place. Oh, that's that weird deflection goalkeeper.
It was.
Possibly could have done better.
Luis Leal got the assist with that as well.
What an insane footballer.
Must be getting the man of the match here. I'd be surprised if it were anyone else.
Equalised. Still in this game.
Well, that was...
Bizarre goal. 2-2. We were enjoying this. Giving them the lead again is Luis Leal. Bypassing everyone and making a mockery of the Eswatini backline.
QA's 1 million. I wonder if there's 1 million.
No idea.
Here's the goal.
Then Badenhorst tries to equalise.
Oh yes, the population has decreased by 300,000 in the past year of Eswatini. Must be the AIDS kicking in there.
That was a good save. And then another shot taken by Lewis Leal. Oh, that was a good save again. And then he eventually does get his hat-trick goal. Later in the game. He does here, 85th minute. He gets his hat-trick goal. Makes a mockery of the event. Rolls it past the goalkeeper. 4-2. Sao Tome Principe. All thanks to Lewis Leal. And Steenkamp just...
He's a big boy, isn't he?
He is. He's a physical specimen.
Yeah, certainly a specimen. So that's the game there. We got a 4-2 to Sao Tome Principe. Did you enjoy that one, James?
I did. Plenty of goals. Can't argue with that. And a quality star player that we've got in our hands. We like the stars of these tournaments, don't we?
It is. It's enjoyable to watch Lewis Leal play. We're lucky to watch him play his football. We've got some... There he is, Lewis Leal. Is the man of the match there.
8.5, probably one of the best ratings I've seen. But look at the rest of the team. Not great ratings all around, really.
You're right there.
It just shows and highlights how much he shone in this football match.
Yeah. That's not very spread out there by Sao Tome Principe. Probably were the better team on the day.
Yeah, I think they look like a quality side. But I'd like to see them against a side that I perceive to be better than that Eswatini backline. Very... very lacking in many senses of the word.
Right, well, we'll get on to the next game, which is...
Congo versus Togo.
It is Congo versus Togo, and that is at 5 p.m.
Okay.
in the afternoon sun here in Mauritius. So we'll see you in a couple of hours. Au revoir.
Goodbye.